The Nintendo Switch 2 is right around the corner, just a few weeks away, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited. There's some things that have made me not quite as excitable as I have been in the past with previous console launches. The main thing is, well, I mean a couple things. Maybe one thing is the prices, with this system and the games. But the main thing beside that is the launch titles. The launch titles. I feel like there was a lot of talks that there's going to be a huge, launch with all the games and whatnot. But my thing is like, what do we have that's new coming out? We have Mario Kart World. I'm looking forward to it. Don't get it twisted. And then like about a month later, we have the new Donkey Kong. I'm looking forward to that as well. But what else do we have to look forward to? There's a lot of Switch 1 game upgrades, right? Switch 1 games that have Switch 2 stuff going on that you could pay for. And then there's games that there's a lot of games that are coming out at launch, but they're games that were previously released on like other consoles that couldn't be released on the Switch 1, and now they can finally play on like the Switch 2, like Street Fighter 6, stuff like that, right? So there's gonna be games for you to play, but yeah, I'm talking like, yeah, there's new stuff, right? And it's okay. It's okay. I think this is more like soft launch, and then going into holidays, it's gonna build up. It's okay, but I mean, there's gonna be a lot of that stuff, like going back to Switch 1 games, right? And getting those upgrades you're paying like $10 for, uh, you know, Zelda and stuff like that. And then there's some companies that it's like they're not even doing the upgrades, like Sega. Like you gotta buy like the Sonic game all over again if you want. That's stupid, man. That's stupid. Like boo, right? Or there's a lot of games that you just pay to get the upgrade. But then Nintendo, they did have a bunch of games that are going to have upgrades, and they didn't put out what the upgrades were, and they were going to be free. But we do now have that list of what the upgrades are. A lot of people are excited for it. So there is stuff that's going to hold you over, and there's been a lot of little talks lately of little new tidbits of information with the Switch 2. Digital Foundry just recently, like a day or two ago, put out like the information as far as technical specs for the Switch 2, where Nintendo did put tech specs out, but it was like stuff that they wanted you to know, not actual technical information. More like, hey, it has a screen and it's this size. It has a speaker. It has buttons. Like, basic ass stuff. They didn't give you the nitty gritty details. So, they got the details. Digital Foundry, they got the details put up, and obviously, system's more powerful than the Switch One. Is it groundbreaking stuff? I don't really care about all these numbers and whatnot. I just, what I've seen so far of the Switch 2, the things that it's doing, I'm looking forward to seeing the future of this system. Uh, Pricing, man, that's the one thing. This video, we got a few things to talk about. And talk about those games with the free upgrades in a second here. I'm hoping the system's a success, but I think the other thing that's been talked about is Nintendo underestimating the how much people are going to want this system because they thought, oh, it's kind of expensive, so they underestimated, right? But I still think, man, every Nintendo system that comes out, any system really, like the first like launch, these systems always like sell out, right? You have the hardcore fans. The Wii U sold out, like I remember everywhere. You couldn't get a Wii U like first day, everybody bought them up. But ultimately the Wii U didn't do that great. I'm hoping it's not the same with the Switch 2. I mean, it's a different Nintendo now than it used to be, even 10 years ago. So we'll have to see. Hopefully things are, get rolling. These prices kind of don't get crazier anyway. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes with that. But these games, man, all this new stuff going on. They did just list all the new upgrades that are going to be available on launch day for a lot of these games that they have up. There's a lot of games that are missing that should have updates. Maybe over time there'll be stuff added. But I want to run through this real quick. A game like ARMS, I don't even know how well this game did. I've never played this. It just did not look appealing to me. Maybe it's got its fans. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab this game eventually if it's like cheap. But yeah, we got some updates. So the updates include visuals optimized for the Switch 2 display. That means in handheld mode, and high resolution TVs for improved image quality. So, you know, What does that entail? Does that mean 4K for these games that say high resolution TVs for improved image quality? I don't know. It just depends on what the resolution was to begin with, right? Were these games in docked mode, were they all 1080p? I don't know. No, we'll see. Frame rate optimized for Switch 2 for smoother movement, even when playing with 3 or more players. Then HDR support. So we've been seeing that listed lately on quite a few of these games that they have listed here. HDR support. This Big Brain Academy. The only thing that they have listed here is the game share support, which, okay, up to 4 people can play in party mode, share locally, or share online via game chat. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I actually really like this game, but this was like a Wii U game, came over to the Switch. Optimized visuals again, HDR support, and then it also has all that game share stuff. So that's cool as well. Clubhouse games. This one's neat too. Same thing, just the game share support stuff. Game Builder Garage. Visuals optimized again for the display on the Switch 2 and TVs. And then it also, this is the cool thing that they're incorporating that, especially for Game Builder Garage, is the Joy-Con 2 mouse controls. That really will help with this. I don't know, like, how many people really like Game Builder Garage, but this is a really fun one, especially for youngsters who want to kind of get into coding and doing little things, making little games and stuff. It's neat. It's fun. And you can find this game on the cheap, man. Physical, you can find it on the cheap. So that's cool that they're adding that. Mario, new Super Mario U Deluxe, the visuals optimized for display on the handheld and TVs. So that's cool. One of the big ones, man, these games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, getting those optimized, visuals for resolution, and then the frame rates being improved for smoother movement on the Switch 2. We didn't get any of this updated stuff for the Switch 1. These games had some issues with frame rate for sure, and other issues too. But they're improving it for the Switch 2. So I played this game a little bit. My son played this game. He really liked it, but he was complaining about performance. So but still, if you're a Pokemon fan and you've played them all, I mean, you just kind of dealt with it, I guess, right? And I was hearing it at my house about this damn game. So it's about time, but it's like, you want to get those improvements, you got to buy a whole new system, $450. Improved for smoother movement. That's crazy, man. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. A lot of stuff here. The updated visuals, frame rate, and HDR support. That's going to be cool with a lot of these games, man. And then the game share support. What else is added here? Up to 4 people. In Bowser's Fury, 2 people can play together, with one player controlling Mario and the other controlling Bowser Jr. Oh, okay, that's cool. Share locally or via game chat. And then Mario Odyssey, there's a lot of stuff on here too. Visuals optimized and HDR support. So that's dope. A lot of the ones that don't say, from what I understand, that don't say that they have frame rate like upgrades, they already were targeting 60 frames per second anyway. And we'll talk more about that in a quick second here. So like Mario Odyssey is okay. It's just going to be, things are going to be smoothed out on the Switch 2, or, that should be fine. They don't need to worry about that. It's already targeting it. It should be good on the Switch 2. So yeah, HDR support, it's going to be sweet. Game share support, got all that going. These are the ones where I've been seeing people saying, like, what about the frame rate? These games were having issues, man. They were having some issues, but they were targeting 60 FPS. They just had issues. So it should smooth out on the Switch 2. That's the thing. There's been a lot of talks I've been seeing for both of these games. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and Link's Awakening, they both were 60 FPS. It was just they had performance issues, so they should be ironed out with the Switch 2. So visuals optimized and HDR support. That's going to be sweet for both of these games. I'm definitely going to replay those, but that's it. There's a lot of other stuff that should be getting upgrades, like stuff from Monolith Soft and whatnot, other first-party Nintendo games that we should be seeing updates, and from third-party companies as well, that you would hope that they would be doing some free, updates for. Give these games a second life on the Switch 2, but we're not hearing anything as of yet. So, I mean, it's just this handful of games here. Some of them's kind of like whatever, man. Like, how many people are really going to revisit like these first few games, right? Maybe some people definitely be jumping back into Pokemon and the Mario games. Like, where's Mario Wonder with the like HDR and freaking upgraded visuals, optimized visuals? Where's that at? Freaking Mario Wonder. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games on the Switch. Like, where's the HDR support for that and upgraded optimized visuals? What, Nintendo? So yeah, there's obviously some things missing here, man. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to this stuff. Definitely will be testing it out. If everything goes as planned, I should have my Switch 2 on launch. We'll see. Be checking everything out then. Appreciate it. Bye.